So the Nuggets win the tip. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Down low, it's Faried and JaVale McGee. Lawson and Afflalo are the 1 and 2, and it's Chandler in at the small forward. Drops in the layup for 2. Faried's got the opening field goal of the game for Denver.
Well, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active, be energetic, and react as soon as the shot goes up.
Curry against Lawson. Outside Curry. Some solid defense from Faried.
Steph Curry known for his great shooting, and rightly so, but a well-rounded player. In fact, he tied for second in the NBA last season with 3 triple-doubles.
Now, here is Lawson. Chandler outside. A 3-ball. Thompson with the rebound.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, I had a chance to catch up with Brian Shaw. One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
Thanks, Doris.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Bogut sets a screen for Iguodala. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Thompson's got his first 3 points of the game. Curry against Lawson. Faried a screen on Curry. And Faried kicks to Lawson. And it's good.
Time Lawson. He was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Curry attacking, stolen by Faried, and they're moving it up. Here's Afflalo. Oh, and he can't camp off the break. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Curry with it. Now Lawson defending. And Thompson kicks to Bogut. Thompson dishes to Bogut. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound. Lee uses the glass to finish the lane. The Nuggets trail. Lawson outside. It's Faried, top of the key. Outside for Lawson. Wants to get it to Faried and does. And Thompson sends it back. And they'll keep possession. That's good. The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Outside Curry. He kicks to Iguodala. Bogut sets a screen for Iguodala. Thompson passes to Bogut. Left block shot on the way. Nuggets have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Lawson with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Lets it fly from 18. And there's Chandler. That's good on the assist by Lawson.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Outside Curry. The feed to Iguodala. Pass to Thompson. Lee trying to get open. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
Now, here is Lawson. Faried a screen on Curry. Over in the corner, Chandler. Back to Lawson. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
The Warriors shooting it from their comfort zone so far. In this one, 57% from the field. Thompson outside. From downtown. And a great assist by Curry. As that one goes in. Thompson's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Warriors. Kicks to Chandler. Lawson outside. Back to Chandler. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Lawson. Here's Fareed. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Thompson with the bucket.
Thompson.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors are really a team with gifted passers, especially in the front court. Somewhat surprising that they were only in the middle of the pack in assists last season. One of the worst teams when it comes to turnovers.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
Lee sets a screen for Thompson. And a miss there on the triple.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But, Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
Here's Lee. Denver getting their last shot to go. Iguodala with it. Now Chandler defending. Lets it go from deep. The shot by Curry, no good. And one reason why the Warriors' assists might not rank that high, they did run a lot of post-ups and isolations.
They did. They like to attack on the block and off the dribble. Ball movement wasn't always particularly effective, but you know, it seemed to me that the Warriors were at their best when the ball was flying around the perimeter.
Now Lawson. After the missed three from Stephen Curry. And yes, sir, that one drops. McGee's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
To me, that's the key to any game. Who can win the battle in the paint? And right now, they've got it going.
Warriors trail by 3. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Lee, a screen on Lawson. Curry kicks to Lee. And it's Kenneth Fareed with the foul. Gallinari, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Lets it go. Sinks the three-pointer. Curry's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah, in fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Executed to perfection.
I don't think we're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Well, unless you're the team getting dunked on, of course.
Curry's got 8.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
Curry against Lawson. Chandler with a screen for Lawson. Gallinari wide open. That one falls. Coming off Lawson's feet. Lawson's got 5 assists in the game. Thompson dishes to Iguodala. Lee kicks to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Stephen Curry again. He's got 10.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it.
Now Lawson. Out to Chandler. Back to Lawson. Denver passing it around. Fareed. And that one is hammered home.
Just putting on a passing display out there.
Well, just add another fantastic assist to the highlight reel for this guy.
Well, Steve, Kenneth Fareed really raised in the game. There's so many great stories when he was young. He was challenged by his family in so many ways on the basketball court.
Yeah, the story goes that his father once dunked on him and said, never let anybody do that on you again. And apparently his mother told him they'd never pass him the ball unless he was tough enough to go get the rebound. So tough love, but apparently it worked.
And he gets it to go. Denver in the lead. Lawson with it. Fareed outside. Iguodala against Chandler. Fareed a screen on Lee. A nice shot by Gallinari.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Now here's Curry. 10 points for him. Thompson outside. Lee sets a screen for Thompson. Bogut the pass to Curry. Back to Bogut. And a great assist by Bogut. That one goes in.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Denver also making some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Reed. Hickson comes in for Wilson Chandler. And it's Foy in for Aaron Aflalo. The Nuggets leading by 3. Lawson dishes to Hickson. Passes it to Foy. Rush with the steal. For the finish. Rips down the breakaway smash.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
Wow, and now it's just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Fantastic basketball on the open floor.
Denver's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. 1:49 left in the first quarter. Here's Mozgov, guarded by Spates. 6 to shoot. Terrific design on the big foot, and he lays it in.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
And the wide open shot from Green. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
And Foy kicks to Mozgov. He dishes it to Gallinari. There's the pass to Lawson. Back to Gallinari. Now, here is Foy. Defense is right there. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good.
Denver foul called. Danilo Gallinari. That's his first personal foul.
Well, when Harrison Barnes first stepped onto the scene, it was in the middle of the Warriors' 2013 playoff run. But he didn't exactly build upon that streak as people were hoping for last year. The playing time just wasn't there.
That's good from Barnes.
And I remember that run for Barnes. He would play as a stretch 4 and looked unguardable at times in their series against the Nuggets and then the Spurs. Definitely was hoping for more of that this past season.
Robinson's checked in for Denver. He hits both from the stripe. You know, for Barnes, it was an awkward place for him to be, and they brought in Iguodala, and he was moved to the bench. A lot of people thought that that'd be a boon for him, as he would be more focused on the offensive side of things with that second unit in particular and could really thrive.
Yeah, and the change in role and adjusting to being the first option with the second unit, I think was overwhelming for him. And, you know, I think you have to remember Barnes is still a very young player, a lot of room for growth, very talented, very skilled, and he's going to get a lot better.
So it's the Warriors now. Denver getting their last shot to go.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, there's an intimidation factor that comes into play.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Gallinari against Spates. Robinson kicks to Foy. Fires for 3. Shot is no good. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Nuggets lead by 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nuggets?
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And another thing they've been doing right is converting a lot of second chance opportunities. I love the hustle and the effort.
Warriors trail by 3. Barnes and Green, the forward tandem. Livingston is out there with Rush. And it's Spates in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Livingston kicks to Green. Pocket 6. Out to the right wing. Rush the pass to Green. The 15-footer. Good!
Draymond
Green's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Warriors. Outside Robinson. There's the dish to Gallinari. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury it.
Well, he knew that with his height advantage over his man, it was really a good decision just to rise up and take the jump shot.
Robinson goes in, and he gets it to go. Robinson's got his first points of the game.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Livingston dishes to Spates. Pass to Rush. Feeds it to Livingston. And the wide open shot from Green. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Robinson kicks to Gallinari. Outside for Robinson. He feeds it to 4. That one wide left.
Looked like an easy 2 points right there.
You know he's kicking himself for that miss.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Hey, Kevin. Nate Robinson can be must-see TV when his game is on. When he gets it going, he can take over a game, and his coach knows exactly that. As Coach Shaw said, he can get hot at any time. He's a streaky player, and when he's on a good streak, he's as good as anybody in the league. A welcome spark off the bench for this club, guys.
He always wants to take the big shots, Doris. It's just who he is. And the Warriors with some changes. David Lee's checked in for Spates. Thompson comes in for Brandon Rush. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Sean Livingston. And then for Denver, Chandler comes in for J.J. Hickson. And it's a Flalo in for Randy Ford. Both shots good from the stripe.
Harrison Barnes, the 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. He's got prototypical size and athleticism for that small forward position. Still developing his overall game, but he's got enormous potential.
Now here's a Flalo. Fades away and sinks the tough shot.
Still went down, but with no defense anywhere near him, he might as well just go straight up. No need to fade away.
Green with a screen on Robinson. Curry kicks to Thompson. Launches it. And a great assist by Curry. That one goes in. Thompson's got it all tied up now for the Warriors. And Barnes, the top overall recruit in the nation, coming out of high school in 2010.
Yeah, and really high expectations for him from a relatively young age. There's been some disappointment in his development, but with his work ethic, I think it's short-lived.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Lee sends a screen for Curry. Thompson passes to Curry. Pulls it up. And the Warriors take on 2 more.
Curry.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Robinson drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup. Robinson's got his second basket.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
And here is Green. Thompson outside. Dishes it to Curry. Clock at 6, and it's Golden State with another.
At the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Outside Robinson. He kicks it to Gallinari. In the corner, Afflalo with it. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Mozgov's shot is off.
And this is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Robinson goes in. Mozgov dishes to Afflalo. Mozgov kicks to Afflalo. Afflalo right side. Great touch on the 16-footer. Afflalo's got 6 points.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
It's Thompson off the drive. Gallinari against Green. It's to Curry. Shot, high post, and it's Golden State with another.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Chandler with the screen on Curry. Afflalo against Thompson, and good on the basket. Hook it. 8 points for Aaron Afflalo.
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
Timeout called the Warriors. And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. Denver also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Mozgov. Fareed comes in for Gallinari. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Nate Robinson. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brian Shaw was giving to his team. He urged his guys to get after it on the offensive glass, to follow every single shot, extend possessions, and cash in on some second-chance points. He told them also they should be swarming to the basket at the offensive end. He wants a lot of bodies inside. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
Well, Denver in the post-Melo years has been a collection of good players, but you always have to wonder if they'll have a low ceiling because this team does not have any so-called superstars.
Andrew Bogut checked in for Golden
15
State.
seconds on the shot clock. 15. Checking in for your Warriors.
On its way from Curry for 2, and it's Golden State with another.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
Fareed, a screen on Curry, and he's going up for the alley-oop, and the dunk by Fareed.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Iguodala with it. Now Lawson defending. And Thompson kicks to Bogut. The jump hook. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket. The Nuggets trail by 5. Afflalo the pass to McGee. And it's blocked by Curry. Return to sender. Now here's Afflalo. He's got 10. Chandler outside. Lawson kicks to Chandler. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. They grab their own miss. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
I agree, and great offense, too. A lot of three-point shots right from the beginning. This team seems to have the touch tonight.
And he can't hit the second.
Well, you look at how the Warriors have improved. Really a change in philosophy from years past. The new ownership wanted size for position, rebounding, defense, toughness. They've really established a nice foundation.
Lee, no good. And Denver the other way now. Lawson drives in. The Warriors pull it in. Outside Curry. Lee sets a screen for Curry. Thompson inside the line. No good off the front iron. And the first big move towards that size and defense for the Warriors was the trade of Monte Ellis for Andrew Bogut with Milwaukee.
And like many trades, it was questioned initially, but Bogut has brought that toughness and interior defensive presence this team so desperately lacking. The wins have really validated the Warriors' new direction.
Kenneth Faried. His second person, second team.
Andre Iguodala, a free agent going into last season. He showed a lot of patience, even letting more lucrative offers lapse as he held out for the slim chance that the Warriors could clear the space to sign him.
And you talk about Iguodala holding out for the Warriors. I mean, it shows just how much he wanted to be a part of this team. He felt they were one piece away. He hoped he could be that player.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And Iguodala playing 2 seasons ago in Denver, eliminated, ironically enough, by the Warriors in the playoffs. And Steve, he got a chance to really see the team firsthand.
Yeah, no doubt. The great fans, the coaching staff, the team camaraderie, it all made an impression. And I think he saw the fit, and he thought that he could help this team accomplish great things.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. 8-point game. Aflalo dishes to Lawson. And Aflalo kicks to Lawson. And Bogut with the block. And there's the feed to Thompson. And now it's a double-digit lead. Thompson's got 15.
Well, here we go again. An open path to the hoop, an easy 2 points. Where is the defense?
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Warriors leading by 10. Kicks it to Lee. Takes the 13-footer, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
They're going to have to tighten up defensively, guys, because they're really giving up way too many open looks.
Chandler with a screen for Lawson. McGee a screen on Curry. Lawson drives in. The shot by Chandler, wide open. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. And it's 9 points for Wilson Chandler. Lee sets a screen for Thompson. On the wing, it's Iguodala. And it's Golden State with another. Here is Lawson. And with 9 assists, he's keeping their offense going.
Splendid playmaking.
Now, seeing the floor, making all the right decisions, guys.
And Faried kicks to Lawson. Aflalo outside. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Denver.
3 points.
They're absolutely stroking it from outside. I mean, textbook perfect. Good balance, nice high release, splash.
Golden State's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Curry kicks to Thompson. Passes it to Lee. And that one's good.
David Lee.
Lee's got 6.
A good job of spotting his teammate near the basket and zipping the pass right in there.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Lawson the pass to McGee. Chandler kicks to Aflalo.
2 minutes.
Baseline try, and he gets it to go.
Aflalo.
Aflalo's got 13 points now in the quarter.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Lee sets a screen for Curry. Off the screen. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Denver's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Chandler outside. The pass to Aflalo.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim, that's exactly what he can give you.
Now here's Curry. 1 point in the game. That's good.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Curry against Lawson. Shoots the three. Can't get it to go. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Bogut with a screen on Afflalo. Thompson with it. Now guarded by Afflalo. Thompson misses.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Watson up top, guarded by Curry. Watson dishes to Chandler. It's stolen by Curry.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity they have.
Well, they need to be. Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Plays like that are telling the story of this game for me so far, Clark. They cannot afford to hand over any more easy points like that.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Just 5 to shoot. No good off the back of the rim. To the middle. Here's Thompson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
First personal foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Quality
Klay
free throw
Thompson.
shooter a year ago, about 79%.
He has 2.
That free throw good from Thompson. Both teams deciding to change it up. He's perfect from the line this time. 6 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Lawson, and that's not going to go. And that concludes the first half. The Warriors on top. They lead by 14. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of those intangibles you always look to.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports. Warriors leading by 14.
Well, some of the faces changed both on the floor and on the sideline for
Andre
Denver.
Iguodala.
They're still able to get up and down the floor for a lot of points.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Denver. Down low, it's Fareed and JaVale McGee. Lawson at point with the follow. The back, and it's Chandler in at the small forward.
When you can make adjustments to the shot in mid-air and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
For Denver, Clark, they weren't quite as reliant on their fast break scoring, but it was still up there, as you said.
Yeah, they were able to mix it up a bit, but still found themselves in the top 10 in the league in fast break scoring. I think they're best when they run.
Now, here is Lawson. McGee, the pass to Chandler. He dishes it to Afflalo. Pass to McGee. Back to Afflalo. Shot clock at 5. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Afflalo's got 4 this quarter.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Lee kicks to Thompson. And he uses the glass on the way. Thompson's got 21.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break gave him a second win. He looks fresh.
Lawson kicks to McGee. Chandler against Iguodala. Chandler dishes to Afflalo. Back to Chandler. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
His first personal foul.
Wilson Chandler, a versatile forward, Steve, in his 7th season out of DePaul.
I like him, Kevin. I mean, he's strong enough to play inside, quick enough to guard on the perimeter, and then he's got that three-point range on his shot. So very versatile player.
Taking 2 shots.
Wilson Chandler, 2 seasons now removed from hip surgery, showing no ill effect last season as he started at the small forward spot in the place of the injured Danilo Gallinari.
And both free throws good for Wilson Chandler.
What you like about Chandler, an inside-out scoring threat, and he's an explosive finisher around the rim, too, with shooting range that stretches out beyond the arc.
Now, here's Thompson. 21 points in the game. Bogut sets a screen for Iguodala. Curry wide open, and it's off from three-point range. The Nuggets trail by 12. Lawson outside. The dish to Afflalo. Count the bucket.
Aaron Afflalo.
Afflalo's got 21 in the game.
How huge has he been, giving his team the lift?
Without his work offensively, Steve, I don't know where they'd be. Shooting at great efficiency. I don't think they'd have a chance without him.
Now here's Lee. He has 6. Lee, a screen on Lawson. It's Thompson off the drive. Excellent D there from Afflalo. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Lawson outside. Feeds it to Afflalo. Fareed setting the pick for Afflalo. And it's Denver scoring again.
A sensational run has them on the brink of tying it up or even taking the lead all of a sudden.
Steve, quite a turn of events here. I mean, they really snapped into focus in a hurry and tightened up their game at both ends.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
You know, one thing you like about Aaron Afflalo, he's an outstanding post-up player for a guard. He's 6'5". He's got a real knack for scoring with his back to the bucket.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Lee kicks to Curry. Pulls it up. Good. He hits the jump shot. Curry's got 25 points.
Boy, they look helpless defensively.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, Brian Shaw had some advice for the team over that last break. He told the huddle they need to go hard to the hoop whenever possible to either draw fouls or get high percentage looks right at the tin. He also wants his players putting pressure on the defense with early offense, lots of shots, and an aggressive approach in general whenever they've got the ball. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
It's great to hear from you, Doris.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
And the dunk by Fareed.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better.
Time
the
loss.
pass, the catch, or the slam.
But there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational.
Agreed.
All of the above.
Here is Lawson after the made shot from Andre Iguodala. Curry against Lawson. He feeds it to Afflalo. Curry brings the double. Lawson has the open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
For 3.
Lawson's got 5.
But you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Thompson against Afflalo. Thompson passes to Iguodala. Bogut sets a screen for Iguodala. Bogut down low. McGee's there, and the basket good.
Andrew Bogut.
6 points for Andrew Bogut.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Denver calls timeout. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
Green is checked in for Lee.
Draymond Green.
Fareed up top, guarded by Green. Here's Aflalo. Good.
Aaron
Aflalo's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, his scoring this quarter has been off the charts, and the complexion of the game as a result may change.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed his team. Their transition offense has to be a focal point, he told them. Points on the break are going to be crucial for the rest of this game. He also said that their work on the offensive glass is going to be critical. He believes second chance points will go a long way towards deciding this game. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. And here's Lawson. After the three-pointer from Stephen Curry, Lawson kicks to Aflalo. Fires from deep. Another shot. Fareed, no good.
Great job defending the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
Curry dishes to Green. Thompson, a screen on McGee. In the corner, Iguodala with it. 6 on the shot clock. Power down with both hands.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Here's Lawson. Following the score by Golden State. Chandler outside. And the rejection by Iguodala. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. Mozgov, he's checked in for Denver.
Nuggets substitution. Timofey Mozgov.
Here's Chandler. He's got 11. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Lawson. Lawson can't get that one to fall.
Well, a huge part of the defensive turnaround for the Warriors has been the improvement in their rebounding. In fact, they were dead last for 5 straight seasons from 2007 to 2012 in defensive rebounding. And in 2013, they went to the worst ever.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
Well, the steal made it possible. It all starts with the defense, and they can use a few more sequences like that one.
So it's the Warriors now. After the Nuggets pick up 2. Curry can't get it to go.
And the Warriors, last season, top 5 in defensive rebounding percentage, and not far off in overall rebounding. With David Lee and Andrew Bogut inside, they tended to control their backcourt.
Got it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Lawson. Lawson against Curry. Green passes to Curry. Back to Green. Golden State moving the ball around. It's tipped and stolen by Aflalo. And now, in transition, it's Aflalo. Here we go. Lawson kicks to Aflalo. Dishes it to Mozgov. For the 3, Chandler, and he gets it to go. Chandler's got it back down to within single digits for Denver. And the trade for Andrew Bogut really changed the identity for the Golden State Warriors.
Well, they really hadn't been very good defensively in the middle since the mid-70s with Nate Thurmond. So Bogut has brought them rebounding, rim protection, and an element of toughness that they sorely lack.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Warriors leading by 7. Curry kicks to Iguodala from the arc. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing.
Defensively, you cannot forget about him. He gave a wide open look there.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Always 4.5 will get you in the game. Anything less is just a shame. Guess the way my watch got blue chips in the face.
Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. Landon Rush, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Big group substitution here for Denver. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Reed. Alinari comes in for Wilson Chandler. Harris is checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Foy in for Ty Lawson. Now, here's Hickson. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Green with the block. Now Rush. He kicks it to Livingston. Pass to Barnes. The feed to Rush. That's good from Barnes on the assist by Rush. 8 points for Barnes.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Foy. To the inside. Here's Rush. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Rush has got his second basket. Denver's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Here's Foy. Count that one.
Randy
You can see
Foy.
that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Livingston dishes to Rush. Green with a screen on Harris. Green, the screen. Rush from outside. Rebound by Four.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open. Well, Danilo Gallinari back in action after missing all of last season. After surgery to repair his meniscus back in 2013. 9 months later, it was decided that he needed an ACL reconstruction as well. So it's been a tough couple of seasons for Gallinari.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Kicks in a screen. All sorts of time. And there's another one for the Nuggets. 1:09 left to play in the third.
And for Gallinari, pretty mobile for a 6'10 player. But coming back from major knee surgery, that's usually a year-and-a-half process. We'll have to see how that impacts his game going forward.
Now here's Spates. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game
8
for
seconds
him.
on the shot clock. 8.
Denver's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. The Gallinari that came into the NBA as a great three-point shooter, that percentage dropped year after year as he became, Steve, more of a slasher.
Yeah, and he might look to rewind and go back to that outside shot more as his knee takes time to get back to 100%.
Here's Green. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Spates sets a screen. Green kicks to Spates. An easy layup after coming off the pick. And the Warriors lead by 8.
And what jumps out at you guys, the assist totals. I mean, they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement, a great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams.
Danilo Gallinari.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
Assist goes to Randy Foy.
Should probably use a little clock here.
Yep, make this the very last possession.
Livingston kicks to Barnes. Off target from three-point range. 1 second left. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Gallinari.
Things are really tightening up now, guys. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Not sure where it was before, but better late than never.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Warriors lead by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Iguodala and Barnes swatted in at the forwards. Livingston is out there with Curry. And it's Lee in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Now here is McGee. Gallinari with it. 6 to shoot. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Gallinari's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Nuggets. Here is Livingston. They set the pick. Over in the corner, Barnes. Gallinari with the rebound.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says. Still anybody's game, though.
Lawson outside. Back to Gallinari. to tie it up. McGee's shot is off.
Boy, that was a tough one because if that goes down, you tie the score.
And you know they wanted it to go down. They put together a nice run. That would have tied it.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Foy, the pass to Gallinari. Kicks to McGee. Back to Gallinari. Pass to McGee. Denver passing it around. Here's Foy, and he hits it to tie the game up.
Foy.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end, and I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Now here's Curry. Lee, good, and Curry gets the assist. That's now 8 points for David Lee. Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Lawson dishes to McGee. The pass to Hickson. Feeds it to Gallinari. To JaVale McGee. Moves on the pick and hammers it home.
Boy, a pick was set at the perfect angle on the floor, and he used it nicely.
That's a play we may see from them a few more times.
Why not? I mean, when it works, you go back to it. Make them stop
Nuggets
it.
foul.
Well, David Lee, a two-time All-Star. Over the past 5 seasons, he's averaged about 19 points and over 10 boards a game. Impressive numbers.
Shooting for Golden State.
David Lee is so consistently productive, and yet he's had his
2 shots.
Well, I think part of it is because people tend to focus on what guys can't do sometimes instead of all the things they do. And David Lee gives you consistent production as a scorer, as a finisher, and he's an underrated passer as well. And you know what you're going to get from him every time he steps between those lines. Great effort and pretty consistent production.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for Barnes. And it's Thompson in for Sean Livingston.
David Lee, very light on his feet for a big man. He played tennis until age 12, and that may have contributed to his mobility, but he can really move around the floor for a big man.
On the wing, Thompson, guarded by McGee. Curry against Lawson. Lee sets a screen for Curry. From deep, Iguodala. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And David Lee, tremendous feet and an excellent hand for a big guy. Really good touch, catching and finishing around the rim. Either hand, he's really a depth finisher, whether off the pass or on an offensive rebound.
And Thompson kicks to Iguodala. Back to Thompson. 5 to shoot. Here's Curry. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Curry's got 32 points. And for David Lee, Steve, not just valued by his team for his play on the court, but also his presence in the locker room.
Yeah, a good teammate. He makes a big difference in the community. Those things can really help and make a big contribution to team chemistry.
Now, here is Gallinari. And it's Gallinari again missing.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the front.
Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the
That is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Curry against Lawson. He dishes it to Gallinari. Pass to Fareed. Goes up the baseline. Off the left rim and out. Warriors leading by 6. Curry passes to Iguodala. Back to Curry. Iguodala outside. The dish now to Thompson. Thompson right side. And the Warriors check on 2 more.
Really nice possession there. Their focus has never wavered as this game has unfolded.
And with time running down here in the fourth, they may need to add only a few more points to their lead to put it away.
Now, here is Lawson. A follow kicks to Lawson. This is to McGee. And they get it. That's good.
JaVale McGee.
McGee's got 4 points in the quarter. Golden State's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Thompson kicks to Lee. Bogut with a screen on Fareed. Stolen by McGee. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Cans the tough hitter from the outside. Thompson's got 25 points. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities, scoring some easy baskets.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Outside Curry. Thompson left side. Fires from 18. No luck.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Here's Fareed. No good off the back of the rim. Warriors leading by 5. It's Iguodala with the drive. Lee outside. Outside Curry. Golden State moving it around. Gallinari against Thompson. 5 to shoot. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Thompson's got 6 here in this quarter.
And the D is having problems stopping the mid-range jumper. They're not really closing out on them as much as they should be.
Yeah, look at the numbers. 6 of the last 10 points have come by way of that jump shot part.
Pass to Lee. He feeds it to Curry. Lee against Fareed. Lee kicks to Curry. Thompson sets the pick for Curry. No good with the triple. The Nuggets trail by 7. And Lawson with the drive, and it's blocked by Curry.
He's killing them with his poor shooting. The defense is more than willing to give him those shots now.
He kicks to Thompson. Curry a screen on Gallinari. On the wing, Thompson. Gallinari covering. Lets it go from 11. Rebounded by Fareed. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Tries to save it. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
A nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Chandler's checked in. Thompson against the Flalo. Fareed outside. 6 on the shot clock. Chandler kicks to a Flalo. And another miss by Denver.
And if they know what's good for him, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball into three-point territory.
Well, you're right. Anything less than airtight defense on him will usually result in 3 points.
Lee sets a screen for Curry. 0-1 near Iguodala as he lets it go. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 21 points for Andre Iguodala. Chandler a screen. Lawson dishes to Chandler. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
The feed to Bogut. Lets it fly, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And the Warriors lead by 10.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, it's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
Denver calls timeout.
Looks like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting. He wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong running a timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, Brian Shaw had some advice for the team over that last break. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me. show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
Now here is McGee.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim. That's exactly what he can give you.
You know, they've been able to depend on his offense all game long, guys. He's drained a lot of shots out here.
And between now and the horn, Steve, the ball should be in his hands as much as possible if they want to continue to build this lead.
Here's Chandler after the made shot from Klay Thompson.
That's his second three-pointer of the half and his third overall.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Club muchacho, assorted flavors, and these gelatos. Inspire young minds and stack my nachos with the rock determination of a vato. Running across the border with his poncho. Face like when it's busting. Planning these things to my dog.
Bogut with a screen on a floater. And Curry, here we go. And Fareed sends it back. In the corner, Aflalo with it. Another three for Denver.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Thompson against Aflalo. Thompson passes to Iguodala. Bogut with a screen on Chandler. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Rejected by McGee. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Lawson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now just a 4-point Warrior lead.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Fareed a screen on Curry. Chandler dishes to Lawson. Shot clock at 6. Kicks to McGee. Back to Lawson. Here's the floater. That's good. And now just a 2-point Warrior lead.
He hushed him up with that shot.
Well, a huge bucket there to startle the crowd. You're right.
It's like they're stunned. They don't know what to think.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're in front by 2. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter. Left in the fourth quarter. Lee sets a screen for Iguodala. And Curry, here we go. Iguodala, the pass to Bogut. Curry kicks to Lee. 4 on the shot clock. And so he draws the foul on the shot and a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And the Nuggets having lots of trouble defending against Lee.
He has 12 points and 4 assists.
He's just been making one play after another, from one baseline to the other, covering the whole court.
Full throttle up and down the court. He has not let up one bit.
2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Lawson dishes to McGee. Back to Lawson. 32 seconds left in the fourth. It's good. This game is all even.
That is the shot of the game.
Well, he's got the guts and courage to take it and the skill to make it.
Curry kicks to Lee. In low to Bogut. Oh, missed it. Denver calls timeout. seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Over in the corner, Chandler. And Lawson with the drive. Aflalo outside. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. Tip-off goes to Denver. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. It's Lee and Bogut inside.
A well-contested shot there.
And that's the key defensively. You've got to make them work for it. Challenge every shot.
Iguodala the pass to Bogut. And here is Curry. Lee sets a screen for Curry. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And it's now 23 points for Iguodala.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Lawson's against Curry. Lawson dishes to Aflalo. Lawson outside. Aflalo, that's good. Aflalo's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
Good possession there, resulting in the easy one down low.
Lawson against Curry. Lee up top. Back to Curry. 5 to shoot. And right through it goes. Curry's got 34.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Lawson kicks to Fareed. Passes to Aflalo. To JaVale McGee. Can't get it to go. So Golden State will take it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Right side, Lee. Curry against Lawson. Lee kicks to Bogut. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
Denver calls timeout. The alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. And the jam by Steph Curry.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
Here's Curry. It's overtime basketball, folks, if you're just tuning in. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Golden State moving it around. Clock at 6. Thompson for the triple. Rebounded by Fareed. Fareed's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Fareed, a screen on Curry. Here's McGee. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that.
Curry kicks to Lee. And foul covered that time. He'll get to the line and shoot.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Warriors, David Lee. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Lawson the pass to McGee. Back to Lawson. McGee dishes to Chandler. Lawson kicks to McGee. Lawson outside. Hands it from downtown.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Warriors have gone a stellar 4 of 5 from the floor since the start of overtime. Now here's Curry. The pass to Thompson. Feeds to Bogut. Lock at 6. Thompson passes to Lee. No good. Some solid defense from Fareed. Here's a Afflalo. Leaps for it. To tie it up. And too long on the shot.
Difficult shot from mid-range, and the defense was all over him.
Boy, I like the close out there, Steve. Well done.
He lobs it up. Oh, that covers the hard foul, and he'll head to the line. It goes on Kenneth Fareed.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
Shooting from Golden State, David Lee. He has 2.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for your Warriors, Stephen Curry. At the line for 2.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Nuggets have gone a shade under 50% for the floor here in overtime. They've hit 3 of 7. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Guys, that time you went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
That's his first personal foul.
What a
5th team
performance.
foul.
Just look at the game for Thompson. He has 29 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
Now, he's a maestro, Clark. I mean, the conductor of this offense, putting on a fantastic performance.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lawson's against Curry. Lawson dishes to Afflalo. The baseline J. The second chance effort, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
First personal foul.
And you love the concentration. Gets hit, but stays with the play.
Yeah, he showed a lot right there. Plenty of concentration, finding a way to get that shot to fall.
At the line for the Nuggets, JaVale McGee. Shooting 1.
The free throw off from McGee. And it's Kenneth Fareed with the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And
That's
he will
his
sit for the
sixth
rest of this
personal
game.
foul.
You can't be happy about it, but honestly,
Situation.
at this point, the game's
Shooting
probably
for
out of
Golden
reach
State,
anyway.
Andre Iguodala. At the line for two.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And the Nuggets making a change here. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. 12 seconds left in the first overtime. Pass to going up. 3-pointer. Warriors with the rebound. At one point they led by 16. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his second personal foul. Penalty situation. At the line for the Warriors, Klay Thompson. 2.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Here's Lawson.
This definitely wasn't the way they envisioned overtime working out.
And the miss. So we see the Warriors get the win here. An impressive victory in overtime after an exciting end in regulation.
You know what? In a long game, fatigue can sometimes affect every aspect of play. They didn't look tired at all to me.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. As a unit, the team seemed to have a cohesive approach out there. How important was the lift you got from the bench?
Just do it as a team. You know, it's not an individual effort. We're a real deep team this year. We got a lot of guys who start on some good teams, so let's stay collective.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris, for that. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.